Hello, class. This week's discussion on recently a small group that I've been a part of and my natural role in it, and how did it kind of show up in communication. Um, I often think back to this past football season, being on the football team, and um, the team as a whole, but a smaller group within that team. My position group, the defensive backs, the DBs. Um, and my natural role in that group, since I was one of the older guys, is and I'm kind of more of an outspoken person. I would say I kind of fell into a leadership role amongst the team, and then definitely amongst my position group, with me being one of the older guys and kind of one of the guys who the younger ones would look up to as like a positive role model, or when it came down to doing the right things, looking for my example or my lead. um, and how that kind of my natural role kind of played into my communication. I always had to feel like I had to come correct, or cross my cross my T's and dot my I's, in a sort of making sure that I'm always holding myself to the highest standard, so that no one else would feel that anything else less was accepted. Um, and in a sense that kind of I had to be the one to kind of put guys in their place when things would get out of line or wouldn't be held upheld to the standard that we hold ourselves to. Um, Also, that goes like with my communication from teammate to teammate, and what I explained, but also my communication with coaches. They express to me their discomforts with some things that go on the field or within the team, and kind of look towards me to be the one to kind of like regulate, or kind of pick through the situation, and come to a conclusion. They bring the situation at hand, and they look for me to kind of find that solution, um, before it gets to a point where it has to reach higher authority, which meaning them. But just that whole um, gist of me, kind of naturally falling into the leadership role, due to being one of the older guys, and like, one of the guys that people just naturally look up to. And also because how outspoken I am and how vocal I am with my words, whether it be positive or negative, just how I am not afraid to, speak my mind on the things that may make others feel uncomfortable.